Here is a typical... This is inside a tower, but effectively, this is exactly what it'd be like to be inside a dungeon. Okay, we can't sidestep. That's also not in this game. So we've got to be careful about how we navigate. But we can just turn left and right and go forward and backwards. And we wanted to do that because we need to occasionally lead monsters on a little dance. So if I was to attack, what I would do is I'd press my A key. So that was effectively an attack with the spear. There goes the sling, then the axe, then the hammer. So I'd cycle through like this, yeah? So in a combat, in a typical combat in a dungeon, what you do is you spam those as fast as possible. So I don't want to be going A, and then B to fire the sling. I want to be pressing the same button over again, so I keep on doing the same thing. Similarly, yeah, I can easily tap between the buttons and not have a mistake, and get as many attacks of as much as possible. There's possibly nothing in here. There isn't. You're in a guard tower. A hatch bolted from the other side leads to the roof. However, I will also look around. There's one other ability we didn't talk about with elves, which is kind of useless, really. Elves are able to spot magic doors. Maybe they sniff them out. I don't know. But the other way to find magic doors is you simply push into every wall that you find. So, and again, in the past, I would have known where everything is in a dungeon. Silver carvings line the corridor. But now I don't remember where they are. But there are secrets. Secrets. Keep it safe. Inside every dungeon. In the rooms of the castle. And we're going to try and find some. Because there's loots in there. We'll come back for that. So I'm afraid you'll have to get used to this. The door to the south is carved of cherry wood. Thank you for that. There's an attempt to be a bit like a role-playing game in here. You are going to have to get used to me flicking around like this looking for secret doors. Sorry. Is that a monster? No. I'm in a four-way room now, so what you usually be able to see is if there was a monster in that square over there to our diagonal right, you'd be able to see it just away from you. So you can lead monsters on a little dance if you know what you're doing. And we will need to. A small privy. No secrets in the privy, unfortunately. There are secrets in this castle. I'm not going mad. I do remember them. But we're going to have to get out of here. There are more towers to search. Beware of the swamps. Are you the same person as last time? Hello, Duke. Over here is not a tower. This is the advisor. Is he a wizard of some sort? I can't remember. It is good to see our wise Duke has assigned this important task to such brave adventurers. Noobs. Please bring me any artifacts you find so that I may study them and learn more about the strange new world. I will pay you well for anything that you can help me in my studies. Hopefully what I learn will benefit you as well. Thank you, aged scholar / wizard. So, weathered steps lead to a dank dungeon. Keys on the wall to fit the west door. Now, search this place carefully. If there are monsters ahead of you this is a good practice for a dungeon, because if there are monsters ahead of you, you can spot them quite easily, because they sort of move. Anything moving the dungeon, pretty much, is dangerous. It's a monster of some kind. So well behooves you to slap them as hard as possible, as soon as you see them. I know it will drive you around the bend. I'm sorry. Maybe you'll be okay with it. I don't know. You can let me know if you want me to keep playing the game all the way through or not. You enter a large area used for questioning prisoners. Questioning, huh? Like one lump or two type questions? Dark Fairy picked up the gauntlets of ogre power. There we go, the first bit of treasure. I'm afraid, Dark Fairy, you don't get to keep those. This is part of my cunning plan, you see. So, you drop those right now, madam. You don't need gauntlets of ogre power. Now, how do I transfer them? I can't remember. Aha, there we go. And we're going to give them to Aki. Because this is why I didn't care about Aki's strength. Because Rampage's strength 17. Aki's now strength 18. pretty goddamn beefy. But it needs to be someone in the front row like this. I would do a similar thing for a warrior. If I had like more than one warrior in the front row or an elf in the front row, I would do the same thing. I would give them the gauntlets so they can do more damage. And Rampage is 1 point of the difference with Rampage being 17 rather than 18. Doesn't really make a lot of difference. So there we go. First bit of treasure found. And there is more in here. And monsters. We've just got to find it. There's at least... That's the biggest treasure. I think there's 2 more... I'm already lost. There's 2 more minor treasures in here, but they will help us a great deal. And there's at least... I'm being cautious because there are at least 1 monster in here. I seem to remember as well, possibly, that if there's something on the wall like that, there can be no secret door there. Welcome to our first fight. Didn't seem very much, but no one took any damage. We killed the rat. Oh god. And the spell! Yeah! I think who got that kill? XP goes to the person who gets the kill. Okay? That doesn't seem very fair, and you have to juggle that sometimes. But, there we go. That was some sort of warrior furry thing there. He's probably been in there for years. He's a bit weakened. You're in a confined cell with only a grass mat. Yes, I'm sure there's more treasure in here. I'm sure there is. I have to just find it, that's all. The beast will never come to the northwest. Aha! The Duke is a kind and patient man. He is! He's got amazing pecs as well. Some spells don't work in this new land. Not sure what they're referring to there. There are plenty of spells that work. But there we go. What do you got to say for yourself? Good luck on your journeys. Oh, thank you, kind sir. Madam. Praise the Maker that we have been spared. And in here, there's a bunch of graves that we can play around with if we want to. Why is this grave open? Is that for us? Oh no, don't say that! Right, over here, before we go there. So the other ones contain various amusing names on the graves normally. Presumably developers and things like that. There are no sick or hurt among you, but my blessing I leave with you. Thank you very much. Now, so that the healer, the cleric there, the priest will heal us if any of us get hurt. If any of us get killed, they will bring them back from the dead. Now, in some games, this will cost you money and it's quite expensive. But not in this game, as far as I remember. Maybe later they start charging you, but certainly not yet. There is no cost for bringing them back from the dead. However, if all 4 members die, the game's over. We have to reload from a save. And there have been cases where my single wizard, badly injured, has dragged back 3 dead companions through the wilderness and the random encounters to get them rezzed at the thing. It can happen. Let's hope not in this run through, but it can happen. So hopefully we'll have something as hilarious as that at some point. There was an amusing joke there of some sort. I'm sure we can get in. No. Yes, we can. This tower has been converted into a crypt. The cat crept into the crypt. Crept and crept out again. Poetry for you. Beautiful. Maybe I should turn the music back on so you can't hear my keys. Anyone down there? Oh! Aha! The remains of a fighter laid to the west. Raid the body! +1 chainmail. I'm sorry, but you're not keeping that. Everyone else gets gifts, but not you guys in the back row. You can just stay out of it. Transfer an item. This is why I didn't have to buy... I shouldn't have to have bought the leather armour. Doesn't matter too much, though. But we're going to give it to someone important. Someone actually needs it, because they'll be in the front. So, Rampage can wear that. A nice coat of mithril. Not quite mithril. Nice coat of armour for you there. And some more punch-ups, I'm sure. There's nothing very scary down here. Possibly some more bats or something. Or another furry. We've been locked up. Oh my god, the place is huge. See, I'm not even being careful now, checking my things. Are we going like a loop? Am I going back on myself? It's huge! It's huge! Crypt, huge! Crypt is huge! What is the... You just need a big crypt. I think we're going in the circle. A secret door, there you go! Oh, that's the one we just found, so we went in a loop. Okay, that's alright then. So we're going... Let's keep going this way. So that was the noise of... You pick through the remains of King Offord. Of us finding fodder, finding a secret door. So this leads out, I think. It does. Equip yourselves. Well, I'm trying to. Okay, we'll do it. See again, I would have remembered in the past. The noble family of Sperry Glen resides in this crypt. The noble knight Kenny Wing honours this crypt. Are these important people? Am I supposed to know who they are? You feel the eyes of wizard Castellari, who still haunts his resting place. Don't haunt me. I'm only here to loot stuff. Oh, there's one more major treasure around here somewhere as well. King Offord. There is a game-changing treasure in here, but it's not here, obviously. I imagine it's in one of the other towers. I know we've not even gone out yet, have we? I'm sorry, but we will do. We will do. Just got to take on time. There are a couple of really important items. I think there's one more good weapon, and there's a magic wand to be found. But I can't remember where. The war has weakened us. I'm sure it has. Over here, as we progress through the game, this slot runs the caravan. So we'll basically be able to shortcut to somewhere else. Also, you might be wondering, Dog Fairy used her spell up. When she's going to get that back? Well, she will do, but she has to rest to do so. And we will do that in a bit, but not yet. I'm sorry, I'm looking somewhere else. I didn't mean to wander in there. I'm looking for the other tower. Ooh, could be this one. And a guard tower. We don't expect there to be any monsters in here, would you really? But I always love this game because of the... Oh, exploring. There we go. Now. Fodder. I know you've got the best reflexes, but stop nicking the good stuff. Okay? You and Dark Fairy are just the worst. Lunging forward to grab the good bits. I do like to keep my dwarf using his axe, because, you know, racial weapon and all that. But I can also be a racist. However, doesn't actually matter. Doesn't mean it has to be an axe. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Not in the slightest. And again, if you want to go in the front fodder, you can start, you know, waving a sword around, but we need to get the best weapons to the guys in the front. We're nearly there. Nearly got all the... I think we can sell the spare ones. We'll sell off the spare equipment for the end. We can't go anywhere from there. So where is that last one then? Can't remember. Can I say anything interesting for yourself? There are dinosaurs in the swamps. Don't be silly. There's no such thing as dinosaurs. You silly Billy. The beastmen bear ancient markings. Oh, you've seen many, have you? They've been wandering down the streets. Huh? Beware the swamps. We've only just got here and you're talking about beastmen already. Hearsay and piffle and waffle. What's happening in here? The canteen. The war has weakened us. He's just stuffing his face. Good luck on your journeys. I've heard a rumour there's a monster in the city's dungeon. Well, there was, yeah, there was. The Duke is a kind and patient man. Can we sleep here? I can't remember. We can just set camp, and that will... Oh, chicken legs. It looks like chicken. It's been a very hard war. There's not been much to eat. Can we stay here? No? I don't get a rest here. I can't actually remember. I know you can just rest, like camp, to get the things back. What's in here? Magic spells? A shield. That's the shield spell. I don't think I've ever bought that. I've ever bought that spell. ever. Oh. Can I? I'm trying to get past you, actually. I'm trying to see if I can... If I can sneak past you, any secret passages in your... in your magic shop. Because I'm missing one item. Aha! I found it. A cleverly hidden door opens to a dusty cellar. Potion of healing, which works exactly like you'd imagine it would. You can use it at various times. Staff of healing, which again does a healing spell. So, oh, maybe I haven't found it yet. No, I've got one more secret to find then. There's another one. I'd forgotten about this one. So staves are interesting in this game. They are effectively infinite uses in some ways. Every time you use one, there's a chance that the staff will vanish. I don't know what the odds are, and if you use it more, if it means less, if it means. But I've certainly used the other staff I'm looking for. I don't want to use for many times. And not had it wear out. But I've used it on another occasion and it vanished almost instantly. Just luck, I think. Aha! That was a bit sneaky. It didn't even show us wooden wood chips were on the ground of the floor. Aha! It didn't even show us that there was a small piece of flour and rice to the floor. There was a door there. We have an axe. Well, we can't actually give the... Yeah, that's annoying. We're going to give the axe to Rampage. As far as I'm aware, there's no real difference between axes and swords. I don't think. There's a damage in the game. But just for stereotypes, there you go. Have an axe. And we will sell the sword. Not going to do anything with the money, but we'll sell the sword. See, I knew there was something in here. A secret panel leads to a magic laboratory. Lovely. Except there's no magical experiments in here. They're going to try and eat our face. The flame wall is scarred by... The wall is scarred by flame and acid. A bit of a scroll asleep. Now... The wand of lightning. Okay. Finally. What are you doing? Stop it. There we go. Now. Let's just double check this. How do you learn spells in this? I can't believe I'm forgetting all this stuff. I can't remember how you learn spells. I think this is an automatic cast spell rather than a learn spell, so it's a one-use cast, but I can't remember. We'll test it out later. This thing, though, is the ultimate. Okay, this is that what you would call something like the disc 1 nuke when it comes to things like tropes, things like that. Okay, this thing is incredibly powerful. It will waste in the wilderness. It will waste any low-level party that attacks us. Okay, it's a little AOE. It's incredibly powerful. Mid-level creatures will get killed by it as well. High level will get badly injured. Inside a dungeon, be a bit more careful. Lightning bolts bounce, so if you fire it towards a wall, it will come back and possibly wipe your party. At this level we're at now, it would wipe our party. It's a dangerous thing to use, but it is our get out of trouble card, and we will use it sparingly, but we will use it because we'll need to kill various things. So we're going to keep hold of it for now, and that's the healing potion, by the way, and we will use it. So this is it. We're finally at the point where we can do something now. We can actually go out and do stuff. I've finished raiding. I've finished taking away all the All the valuable items that the poor people have got left after their... It's for the greater good, you know. I know it's our greater good. No. We're going to... We're now properly equipped to actually go out and survive. You might be wondering why I'm trying so hard on the first level. And that is because even the first encounter can be rather brutal. So let's sell off the axe for damn all. 2,000. Why is the axe only 1,400? I don't care. He's a dwarf. He's using an axe. We can sell this as well. Oh, of course you're a weapons salesman. So fine. And that's it, I think. There we go. Oops. I pressed the speed up button by accident there to fast forward in the game. That's a dangerous thing to do depending on what game you're playing. So we're finally ready. And yet even the first fight, you may think, oh, you know, the equivalent of kill a bunch of rats. No, it's actually far nastier than that. And it is entirely possible to get yourself all killed in the first punch up if you don't know what you're doing. But before we go anywhere, we're going to have a little kip in the middle of the street here if we can. Because I can. Oh, there we go. So you keep this, it's a one-use scroll, or if you keep hold of it, she'll write it down. So now, if I want to, I've only got one choice for fodder, and that's the sleep spell. So he gets to choose which spells to memorize. And then, Dark Fairy can choose. She can go for Magic Missile, or she can go for... There you go. Or she can choose... She can't have two spells yet. When she goes up a level, she might be able to. But that's it. There we go. Takes 8 hours of rest, and then we've got the spells back. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. You might need your sleep spell. We won't worry about it yet. We are ready, finally, to wander out into the wild. And then you can go... Okay, now I can see why you prepared so carefully. Let's have a quick look at the map, by the way, before we go. There we go. And we're going to go up to that little... to the northwest of the castle. There's like a little explosion. That's where the beastmen are hanging out, supposedly. We're going to go up there and we can see what we can find.